faith, belief in action. Randy Ollis is finding people who are guided by their faith from all religions, denominations, and walks of life, and sharing their stories with you. From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is Finding Faith, brought to you by Northview Church.
Well, with me this morning on our Finding Faith segment, we're going to talk to Sarah Vie. She's an author, and she has a new book out. It's called I Wish I'd Know. And Sarah, welcome to the show. What's your book all about?
So this book, and by the way, thank you so much for having me, but this is my book of, I guess you could kind of call it my spiritual awakening into the woman that I always knew that I could be. So it's a memoir as well as a kind of step-by-step guide to learn how to let go of ancestral patterning and, the patterns that come up over and over again that kind of are from our past.
Yeah. And you're talking here about being spiritually aligned. What are some ways that we can become spiritually aligned?
So I really believe the first and most important way to become spiritually aligned is to start to heal negative emotions and thoughts. Our negative thoughts and emotions are actually things that we have learned from our family of origin. So learning how to heal them is kind of the first step to becoming spiritually aligned. And understanding that the spiritual disalignment is because we have picked up some sort of energy from our past.
Okay. Let me ask you this too, Sarah. What's the difference between spirituality and religion, and how has it helped you to connect to your highest self?
So I always love this because I never really understood the difference. But, religion is a specific set of, organized beliefs and practices, usually, shared by a community or group, whereas spirituality is more of individual practice and kind of a connection to ourselves, an inward journey, I usually, call it. Mm-hmm. And it's really helped me to become more spiritually aligned and more connected to myself.
Okay. So they're kind of intertwined together. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the step to begin connecting to your highest self?
Well, I always say, the first step is to get quiet enough. We cannot connect to our true selves, to our spirituality, when we are in that kind of frantic energy. So whatever works for you to get quiet, whether it's meditation, quiet, going out for a walk or just sitting and pausing, we need to quiet our minds so that we can understand the difference of, real thought and something that we've connected to from our past.
Yeah. Okay. And how does your spiritual alignment help you with your day-to-day happiness?
Yeah, well, I think it has everything to do with it, because when we are aligned with, spirituality, we are actually connected to a more meaningful, fulfilled life. And when we feel that way, it improves our mental health as well as our physical health. So, connecting and letting go of those, negative emotions and thoughts, replace them with positive ones. Yeah.
Sarah Vie, we appreciate it.
Yes.
Thanks
Thank
for
you so
joining us
much
on our segment here. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. I'm Randy Ollis. Thanks for joining me in the Finding Faith podcast. Join me again next time as I share more stories of people who are guided by their faith. If this podcast has touched you, I hope you'll share it with a friend. If you have a story you want to share, go to lifestylelive.tv and click on the contact button.
This is Finding Faith with Randy Ollis. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast, and be sure to check out other great podcasts on the All Indiana Podcast Network online at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.